Hello everyone on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to do a psychic reading for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard using astrology, tarot cards, and my psychic intuition. The predictions in this video are for the trial of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, as well as for their future. I've actually drawn several spreads of cards, and if you stick around to around the end of the video, I also have a personal story about Johnny Depp that you should listen to. It says a lot about his character. If you happen to be someone who is very sensitive or easily triggered, you are forewarned that what you're about to see and hear may upset you. As for this reading on April 27th, 2022, I'm sure everyone watching this video has heard about the character defamation trial of Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. They have been going through a very messy divorce, and with this new trial, there certainly has been a lot of dirty laundry aired, figuratively and literally, I'm sorry to say. Let's start with Johnny. Johnny Depp was born June 9th, 1963 at 8:44 a.m. in Owensboro, Kentucky in the USA. He is a Gemini zodiac star sign with the moon in Capricorn and Mercury as well as Venus in the sign of Taurus. He has some eclipses this year influencing his reputation, and it really is a time of reckoning in his life. He is also going through what is known as a Saturn return. A Saturn return is when the planet Saturn goes through all the signs of the zodiac and comes back to the sign that it was at the time of your birth. This year, Saturn is in Aquarius, which has contributed to his legal matters, but will also be like karma coming in. You reap what you sow with Saturn, and the truth will come out. Amber Heard was born April 22nd, 1986 in Austin, Texas, USA. She has the Sun in Taurus, Moon in Libra, as well as Venus and the dark moon Lilith in Taurus. She has also Pluto in Scorpio. Many of these planets in her horoscope will be hit by the eclipse this year and in 2023 as well. The tarot cards I drew for the first spread are the Two of Swords, the Knight of Cups, which I believe represent Amber and Johnny, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hierophant, as well as the Five of Swords. Oh my! I'm using a clear quartz crystal for extra clarity and insight. I feel that these cards are very befitting for the past and present. Amber really has done her best to make a name for herself. In reality, she was no one when she met Johnny Depp and entered his life. Since she has been exhibiting signs of mental instability and has been diagnosed and treated for many years for several mental health issues. With all therapy that she's been going through and getting, I feel like it's quite likely she's also been prescribed prescription medication to help her appear more normal, which doesn't help when she drinks 2 bottles of wine at night. I have to be honest and say, for the very first time I laid eyes on Amber Heard, I didn't like her much. I got a really bad vibe from her, which I found strange, because I followed Johnny Depp throughout his whole career. Right from the beginning, through it all. I followed the gossip columnists and magazines that hovered over his every move. I've liked every single one of his women he's dated and married, and especially really liked Winona Ryder. When all is said and done, I would love to see them back together. All these years, Johnny has been in the spotlight, occasionally, especially years ago for drinking and his party escapades, but he never did anything violent to anyone. The reputation of this man has always been in high esteem, like the proud Knight of Cups, marching confidently into the future. Johnny has shown repeatedly that he is kind to women, has been good to every woman he's ever been in a relationship with, and in fact, when the first accusations came out from Amber against Johnny that he had physically abused her, within 24 hours, every single woman, including Winona Ryder, that Johnny Depp had ever had a relationship with in the past, came forward in his defense saying that he was never like that with them. That speaks volumes. In reality, the only one that's ever been arrested for abusing their partner is Amber Heard. TMZ in Los Angeles reported that Amber Heard was arrested in 2009 for attacking her ex-girlfriend, Tasya Van Ray, on September 14, 2009, at the Seattle-Tacoma airport. But right from the beginning, I had this bizarre and sickening feeling about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, like it was a recipe for disaster. The Four of Pentacles implies that they both are very rigid in their convictions, but the Hierophant suggests that more is yet to come. I also feel like this is indicating that more witnesses may come to testify in this trial. The Five of Swords suggests that the trial is going to get a little messier before it is all said and done. The next spread of cards I drew is the Hermit, Strength, the Four of Wands, and Justice. I feel like the Hermit card suggests that more secrets and dirty laundry will be revealed. For Johnny, years he has built up his reputation, becoming one of the leading actors in the world in literally dozens of movies. He's donated much of his spare time to be charitable and visit really sick and dying children in hospital to brighten their day, dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow. He has spread joy and happiness to many children aside from his acting and singing career. I believe that yet another terrible secret will come out in this trial, something that Amber Heard did or said that will require Johnny to have great strength. He's also going to need his strength as he gets his reputation back. He, I feel, has been through a lot with this relationship, and it's cost him in many ways that he never imagined. When the two of them had a settlement a few years ago, Amber promised to donate the money to a charitable cause, and it came out this year earlier in 2022 that the charity reached out to her asking her where the money was because they haven't received anything yet. Some other secrets that have come out from this trial have been that Amber Heard actually had an affair with Elon Musk and another affair with James Franco. Oh yeah, and a three-way sexual encounter with another woman and Elon Musk. There's security camera footage of Amber and Elon in an elevator in the penthouse that she lived with Johnny. She also threw a bottle of vodka at Johnny Depp, which hit his finger and resulted in his finger being cut off, as well as she was caught on an audio recording admitting that she hit him. Johnny has been no angel and said that he feels ashamed for coping for the darkness of the relationship by self-medicating with alcohol, marijuana, and pills, as well as he regrets using some dark humor to cope in some texts. Many people use dark humor. It doesn't mean they would act on it. He was the only one with bruises in the relationship. But he never got physically violent towards her. Amber Heard has been plenty violent and abusive to Johnny and her past partners. When she learned that Johnny was going to be in a campaign with Dior, she said that she was puzzled why Dior would want him. After all, he had no class and was a fat old man, according to Johnny's sister, who testified at the trial recently. Amber also put a cigarette out on Johnny's face and defecated in Johnny's bed. Really? Who does that? People that are very mentally unstable do things such as that with excrement. The Four of Wands, cripe. The Four of Wands and Justice suggest that the truth will come out, and I feel that it will help build back up Johnny's reputation. Oh, that just makes me sick of her. I will never be able to unhear that. I feel that there will be justice for Johnny. The last spread of cards that I drew is the Sun, the Nine of Cups, and the Star. I feel that it's quite possible when this is all said and done and the trial is over Johnny will be seen as the victim of spousal abuse. If I had any feelings whatsoever that he was guilty of hurting her or any other woman, I certainly would have a different outcome for this reading, but I have felt in my heart from the beginning of their relationship that something was way, way off with her. I honestly feel like she has purposely sought him out to latch on to him and bolster her career, and then made the most of it by then turning on him and ruining his career in a performance that is right out of the movie Gone Girl. I feel she has lied and faked everything, including the bruises she supposedly had, and that she's lied about many things, not just the things she's been caught lying about. When questioned and examined regarding PTSD, Amber initially answered yes to 19 out of the 20 questions that suggested somebody had this disorder. An expert in psychology at the trial evaluated that she was exaggerating her symptoms, as even the very worst cases of PTSD never have that many answers as yes to the questionnaire. It just doesn't happen. It's like she fabricated it. I feel that things brought up in this trial, even if at sometimes it seems that she is ahead, will start to crescendo into events that will tumble and fall away many of her professional commitments, collaborations, and endorsements over the next year. They're going to distance themselves from her. I won't say it will be an easy year for Amber Heard, nor will 2023, when more shit will hit the fan for her. The Ten of Cups suggests that even though this trial and everything that has come with it to this point has caused great emotional grief to Johnny, he will be seen as the actual victim here. He's admitted that he was locking himself in rooms and self-medicating to try and get away from her darkness. She was constantly badgering him and putting him down. If we were talking about any other man and woman, and the man had conducted himself like Amber has in their relationship, I think they would have been arrested and convicted of such a crime. She has caused such a shitstorm, literally and figuratively, for Johnny, but I believe the karma train of fate will come rolling in for Miss Heard sooner than she thinks. She may even have her reputation damaged so far that she has her adopted child taken away from her. I will get to the star card in a moment, but first and for now, I want to share a personal story about Johnny Depp and his character that speaks volumes to me. You won't find this story on any Hollywood gossip site like TMZ, unless Harvey calls me, of course, wink wink. You'll only find it on this video or on my website because it happened to me personally. Several years ago, I was on vacation holidaying in Nassau, Bahamas. I took a private tour of the island. While I was there, I was taken to a beautiful private beach. The driver told me that this was a location where Disney had filmed one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. He went on to tell me about all the beautiful sets and ships that were built on this spot that were sitting in the harbor on the beach that I was at when they were filming, and described the actors and actresses going back and forth every day in their pirate costumes. It was a big hit with the people he was bringing on tour. So the driver told me that he had some women in his vehicle touring the island at that time when they were filming Pirates of the Caribbean, and there it was very, very hot. I don't know if you have ever been to the Caribbean, but I can state for the record, it is extremely hot. And if you're not used to it, well, let's just say it's very easy to faint. So the driver said it was very hot, and he had some women in his vehicle, and the actors started to walk back and forth, dressed in the pirate costumes. It was super cool. And here comes Johnny Depp, dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow. The woman got very excited. So excited to see him, and it was very hot, that she actually fainted with a thud. Boom! And down she went. Apparently, Johnny saw this. He saw the woman faint, and he rushed over to her side, picked up her head, and cradled it into his hands, and was looming over her, staring into her eyes, whispering to her, trying to revive her. Well, the woman woke up, the driver said, and as soon as she saw Johnny, well, she fainted again. She couldn't believe it that Johnny was there dressed as Captain Jack and was actually helping her after she fainted. That says a lot about his true character and what a nice person he is. I'm sure there's a lot of other stars that would not necessarily have done that. There's a lot of mixed emotions, hurt and anger between Johnny and Amber, and I certainly hope that this trial helps settle the truth once and for all. I pray for justice for Johnny because I know in my heart he's innocent and that he was played for a fool. She played him like the character in Gone Girl. If you haven't watched that movie, I suggest you do, and you'll see many similarities to Amber's behavior. The star card suggests a new beginning and that there is light in the darkness. I feel Johnny Depp is going to reinvent himself once again, and sooner than you know, he will be back in everyone's favor. It's quite possible that sometime over the next couple of years, Johnny Depp really changes direction in his life and may consider leaving acting altogether, which I really hope he doesn't happen. I'd love to watch his movies in the future. I love watching them now, and I will continue to watch his movies and support him in the future. As for Amber, I feel her reputation is quite tarnished, and soon she will be sorry for all the trouble she has created. She certainly hasn't helped the Me Too movement and made it any easier for real and actual victims of domestic violence. It's unclear exactly who will win this trial, as they've both kind of lost so much already. I don't really see anyone being a winner, but I do feel justice will prevail and the truth will be revealed. God bless and take care. If you would like a reading with me, click on the link below.